when you are an artist, someone who like makes their living based off of creating your art, be that, books or music, video games, comic books, anything that is your deal. Does there come a certain point in which it is more respectful for you to bow out with grace, especially if you already had a good final album? Because sometimes, like coming out later on and doing another thing, it can really just tarnish a great legacy that you already had. Because the new song, like, it's not bad, but it's got no soul in it. It's very, very polished and poppy. It has none of their original like bluesy grit, and I'm wondering like whether they made it for fun or whether they just made it out of contractual obligation. And yeah.
I mean, in so
Like that one guy, Dorde Martinovic, who worsened Serbian lives for years, and should have just taken the L instead of making a fucking huge. You know what? We'll do this in real time. Pull up the Serbian bottle incident
Okay.
and just read through, and I want to hear your reactions to this shit in real time.
Serbian bottle incident.
Yeah.
Dorde Martinovic accident. That's the only thing that came
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Read it out loud.
All right, the incident. On May 1st, 1985, Dorde Martinovic, a 56-year-old resident of the Kosovo town of Redacted, arrived at the local hospital with a broken bottle wedged in with a broken bottle wedged in his rectum. He claimed that he had been attacked by two Albanian men while he was working in his field. After being interrogated by Yugoslav's People's Army colonel, Martinovic reportedly admitted that his injuries had been self-inflicted in a botched attempt at masturbation.
hold up, what does this got to do with music?
What does this have to do with the Rolling Stones, Ryan?
Because you said they should have just taken the opportunity to exit and not done anything, and bowed out with grace. And this dude claimed that two Albanian men shoved a bottle up his ass and caused a genocide that's still ongoing today.
All right, let me.
I feel like it's at least a little bit tangentially related.
Let me.
Wait, can we? Go on, Justin. Go on.
Yeah, let me just add, okay, so when it comes to artists retiring or not, there we go. That's the topic at hand, Ryan.
Really annoys
So
me.
it depends.
Also, I just realized, are you really telling me that like that incident you told me about that actually started like a huge conflict?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the ongoing Kosovo conflict.
Okay, so
Serbia and them are still having like a civil war over the bottle incident. Yeah.
okay, wait. So we're talking. We're talking about like inciting incidents. Like the first thing that happens that starts a conflict. Like I'm actually like thinking about some of them. So imagine them in heaven. Like Archduke Ferdinand's like, yeah, I got shot and it started World War I. And this guy's like, yeah, I tried to decimate my prostate with a bottle of schnapps. Like,
Yeah, and it led to the dissolution of his nation and the Balkanization. It led to the Yugoslav War, basically, which was before the Ukrainian conflict, the last armed conflict on European soil. So,
wow.
how many people died in that war? Let me see. So this, yeah, the Yugoslav War started in 1990 and ended in 2001, with 140,000 people dying.
You're telling me 140,000 people died because this man like tried to finagle his G-spot?
I mean, looking at Wikipedia, it had been growing for a while, but this is like, for lack of a better term, the climax of the fucking build-up.
Bro, stop. I do like how this started with Rolling Stones and somehow continuously made its way back to the bottle incident. It was too interesting not to.
I'm sorry for derailing.
No,
Like,
like
that
it was a good derail.
That was the hardest derailing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like the conversation had just started.
I just sat down. Oh man, good stuff, good stuff. All right, boys, moving on.